And so we begin with the breaking news from Colombo. Ranil Wickremesinghe has taken the oath as the new Prime Minister of Sri Lanka. The former United National Party Member of Parliament is assuming office for the 6th time. The decision to appoint Wickremesinghe as the new Prime Minister comes 2 days after Mahinda Rajapaksa's resignation. The 6-time Prime Minister will lead an all-party government in Sri Lanka, despite the objections raised against his selection.
Because finally it's a matter for Parliament, the person who commands the confidence.
So we're joined by Dasuni Athauda from Colombo on the line from the Sri Lankan capital. Dasuni, with Ranil Wickremesinghe taking the oath, what more updates do we have? What kind of cabinet could he be heading?
The leader of the United National Party was just sworn in as the new Prime Minister of Sri Lanka. So Ranil Wickremesinghe will now work with President Gotabaya Rajapaksa in his capacity as a Prime Minister. That is the latest update we have so far. He is expected to arrive at his ancestral temple, which is the Valukarame temple here in Colombo shortly, where the media is waiting for his arrival, where he is expected to engage in religious observances before he officially assumes duties and takes on the role as the Prime Minister of Sri Lanka.
And Dasani, the veteran Sri Lankan politician has been Prime Minister in the past. He's going to have his plate full, isn't he? What are his immediate priorities going to be?
Well, right off the bat, it is quite evident that Prime Minister Wickremesinghe will now be heading a country that is also part of a political crisis just as much as its economic crisis. Coming out of Sri Lanka's economic crisis will be the top priority of this Prime Minister, and we are also expected to have a new cabinet within this week as well. So that is expected. That will be another developing story to see who will be leading the new cabinet and what portfolios will be given to what ministers. And because there is so much of a talk of an interim government as well, it will be interesting to see how the party allocation will come about with this new cabinet, how many cabinet positions will be given to those sitting in the opposition, as well as how many cabinet positions will be given to those in the current government as well. Stay with WION as we bring you the very latest.
WION's correspondent in Colombo, Dasani Athauda. Clearly a very dynamic, fast-moving situation in Sri Lanka and particularly in the country's capital. It will be very interesting to see in the days ahead if, as Prime Minister, Ranil Wickremesinghe is able to bring some of the very voluble street protests that have gripped the island nation for the last several days to some degree of control. So we will keep our eye firmly on Sri Lanka. Stay with WION for continuing coverage of the crisis there as the new Prime Minister takes control.